Hi guys, it's Kim. It is January 19th, 2016, and I wanted to introduce you to my little daughter. This is Tegan. She was born December 30th. She will be 3 weeks tomorrow, and we finally have our miracle child. After 4 IVFs and a long road, we have finally made it to this point, and I just can't believe it. I'm finally a mommy, and I have the best daughter in the world. So I wanted to update you on what's been happening the last few weeks. The last I reported, I think, or a while back, I reported that I had a cervical stitch put in, a cerclage, and I had that removed at 36 weeks. And the day they removed it, I dilated to 2 centimeters, like right away. And they monitored me in the hospital for an hour after they removed the stitch, and her heart rate actually dropped. So they wanted to made me come in for a few more tests. And every couple of days I was doing the NST, the non-stress test. And so I went in, and on December 29th, her heart rate dropped again. And it was 2 days before I was 39 weeks. So it was a couple weeks after my stitch was removed. So I went into the diagnostic center, and they were doing the NST, and her heart rate dropped again. And so the nurse called my doctor, and they said, come right over to the hospital, and they're going to induce me. So they induced me on the 29th at noon, and then the next morning I had her at 5:52 a.m. So it was a long night. And then when I went to deliver, the doctor came in, and I had already been pushing for like an hour, and then the doctor came in just to do the final, I don't know, they just take the baby out, and that's how they make their money. He was only in there for like a few minutes, but anyways, so he's like, he told me, reach your hands down and pull her out. So I got to like pull her out and put her on my chest, but right then the umbilical cord snapped. And I guess my husband said blood splashed everywhere, and the doctor kind of jumped, and it kind of freaked him out. And so luckily there was enough umbilical cord attached to her belly that they were able to clamp it off, and she was fine, but that could have been really dangerous. Then, let's see, that was the 30th. And then the next day, the 31st, we were actually supposed to already be discharged from the hospital. But then they said that the placenta came back with an infection. So they wanted to test her for an infection. And so, of course, we were freaking out. And we had to stay an extra day. And then they tested her, and everything was fine. So, that's pretty much it. And then, let's see. Oh, and as far as breastfeeding goes, my hospital was very, very like on top of it. And we had lactation nurses, and all the actual nurses, they knew a lot about breastfeeding as well. And everybody worked with me and her, and she just could not latch on the right way. She wanted to breastfeed, it seemed like, but and she would go in the right direction, but she just didn't latch right. So what we ended up doing is just what I do is now pump every few hours, and then just bottle feed her, so she's still getting breast milk, and I'm able to produce a lot of milk, so that's good. I've already been able to freeze a ton. So yeah, so we have a pretty good routine. So yeah, right now I was starting every 2 hours and every 3 hours. Now she goes sometimes 3 to 4 hours in between feedings. She kind of now tells us when she's hungry. So yeah, so it's been good. I've been able to sleep a good amount, like about 8 hours, which of course it's broken up because I have to feed her in between and pump. But overall, I go to bed super early, and I try to sleep in, and then in between, of course, waking up. So I get about 7-8 hours of sleep total if you add it together. So it hasn't been too bad. We have a pretty good routine going on. And yeah, so I'm able to I work out of the house. So I'm able to still kind of do clients here and there. I'm a hairdresser, so I'm able to do that while my husband watches her, and just to make a couple extra bucks. So yeah, so it's been good and super fun. She's kind of doesn't do a whole lot. She just sleeps a ton and eats and poops, and that's it. So my husband jokes and says she's just a paperweight at this point, but we're excited for when she starts smiling and laughing and all that fun stuff. But of course we are enjoying every moment as it comes to us because we have waited for this for a very long time. So again, there she is. Her name is Tegan. And she's super cute and not too fussy. Just only when she's hungry, she cries. So that is it. Also, I don't know if I'm going to continue this YouTube channel. I wanted to just do all my IVF updates, and now she's here. And so there's nothing else that I'm going to be able to report, really. So I hope all is well, and I hope all of you guys that are trying or are starting to give up. I've been there. It took us 4 times. It was very difficult. But as long as you can keep going, just try to keep going, and hopefully it works out for you as well. So if you have any questions, please comment below, and I hope everybody is well and lots of baby dust. Okay, thanks. See you later. Bye.